there is definitely a lot of energy in here. I've actually got the name Stephen.
Stephen.
Stephen. He's angry because someone's moving, someone's doing something, and he's not happy. And I have just heard him say, "Someone told me I was the landlord," and that's what he's telling me now. He wasn't the landlord. He's holding keys. He's got keys in his hand, so I think he was a caretaker of this place before it became a pub. And I've got really bad palpitations. That's my sign and symbol for spirit that he passed with a heart attack or a heart issue. I feel like I'm on a boat. So I don't know if anyone working or punters experience when obviously it's a pub drinking, I can imagine alcohol, but it's almost like I'm on a boat. I feel very, very uneasy.
It does feel dark in this room, doesn't it? It gives you headaches. It does give you headaches, like your head's like closing in. It really does. Catherine said it last time though when she came in here, and we got Stephen, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Last time.
You did?
Yeah, last time, yeah. Quite a lot. But
very weird.
Yeah, it does, it gives you a headache, but right there, that is what he said there, where the tunnels were. That's where the tunnels were.
Yeah, there's another one as well in the other room.
Right guys, so it's not quite shut yet, the pub, but there's still people, you can hear them upstairs. And anyway, we just come down and Jack's already picking some up, so we thought we'd start the video. But yeah, that is where the tunnels were. So I'm guessing it's the front of the pub that would have led to the church across the road. But this room, it's as if something is just on you, like the pressure.
It is very, very. There's a lot of residual energy in this place. There's more so residual energy than active energy. Whomever is here, Stephen being one.
Yeah.
I've just heard someone coughing their guts up. There's a little boy here as well. Little Tommy.
When I came here, I was hearing kids giggle.
Really?
Yeah, the last time I was here, I heard little children giggling, as if, like, it's mad how you said that, as if they was following us around. But yeah, that's
the gentleman
weird,
Stephen, I can tell you, passed away in 1970 or around that time.
1970. We'll have to find if there was a landlord, if he was still 1970. He reckons that's when Stephen passed away. Yeah.
And he's down here.
His energy's down here.
His energy's down here.
Could have spent a lot of time down here.
He must have done.
Because when was these bricked up, do you think?
I've no idea.
But it does make you feel sick.
Very.
You should go cross-eyed. Do you know what I mean? Like your head's going like you go cross-eyed. But it's weird. He said he had a little kid. He got a little child as well.
Oh.
And we got giggles, didn't we, last time?
Yeah.
We was only here for a few hours. We was getting giggles, and I didn't even
and
put.
Is the little child still alive?
Passed.
It's passed.
I didn't put them in either, because he was on my voice recorders as well. So it's mad. You wouldn't have known that even if you'd seen the episode. That's mad. Oh, my head's banging.
Yeah, my head feels like it's in a vat. Is yours?
I've always got a headache. But it probably explains why.
It could be, yeah. Something doesn't want you to leave anyway.
Exactly.
He likes you to stay. He thought he was the landlord, didn't he?
I wonder if that would be one of them following you.
Maybe.
Awesome.
Do you reckon? Yeah. Could have attached and followed her and just watch.
I mean, even if it does follow, if she's leaving, it'd probably come back here, but it'd be between you and this place.
Yeah, the energy.
Someone he knows and somewhere familiar.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, if he passed in 1970, there's a chance he'd be with family and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Well, your family's lived around here forever,
Yeah,
haven't they?
my dad's lived around here all his life, so...
Yeah, could have a connection, yeah.
Maybe.
Do you not know anybody called Stephen?
Not that I can think of, no.
Has
I'm
anyone
sure
actually...
like, when like, you show it and stuff, people will be like, oh yeah, we
Yeah,
remember him having that pub, such a... Do you know what
we
I
did
mean?
it last time and everybody commented.
Yeah,
but he's
they
never
did.
seen the comments or anything like that. I didn't even tell him where I was going. I just gave him a pin tonight, didn't I? And said, Luke, can you meet me here?
Yeah.
So, put him straight away, get that. It's pretty nice, that. That's good. But I do feel my head's banging. My head is banging, like, right here at the back, as if you're squeezing back of your head. There's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the child giggling. I don't know why I want to do that. I just want to stand and do that. That's what I feel like I need to do.
What, as the child? What would they think the child would have done? Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah.
What do you think the strongest energy is down here? Because you've had things like physically move down here 10 foot more.
Has this place been refurbished?
It would have been, yeah.
Right, okay. Do you know when?
No, it's not been done by Agony.
Right, okay. Interesting. I actually... There's a... Okay, alright. I've got Nigel. A gentleman called Nigel in spirit.
Nigel.
And he was a drunk. He was a drunk. Now I do feel he may have been moving said items down here, opening doors, closing doors. The children like to play more so upstairs than they do down here. There's a specific area in the pub that they like to play, and I believe it's possibly the right. I don't know my left and right. So that's terrible, but it's on the side of the bar that I'm looking at in my head.
It's confusing.
When we go back up, I'll show you.
You're trying to think of the front. It's very confusing, isn't it?
Very above us.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right
Yeah.
above us where that incident happened.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Children definitely like to play. They used to live around here. Now, as I'm listening and watching around me, there was a fire here. I don't know if you know that.
No.
We are talking way back.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone lost their lives, I can't say, but there was definitely a fire on the premises. Interesting, very interesting.
Quite.
Angry drunk Nigel. I think he's going to make himself known tonight.
Yeah.
As is Richard. I've got Richard. I'll say it. I was going to say Stephen, but Richard just come out as well. Do you know anyone in spirit called Richard? Interesting. Okie dokie. So that'll be to do with. That's fine. No problem. Has anyone actually looked at any land registry, any deeds, any? No. Okay.
Yeah, I've looked into bits of it when back in the day, and originally this was a school. This had a school attached to it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why next door was originally attached to this. You know that. You know the bank.
Yeah, under the stairwell.
Yeah, and it was actually built for people, for like wealthy people. That's why there was tunnels and stuff. But it was a school as well. And it's mad how you said about them kids then. Because that's what we got through loads of times, children. That freaked me out last time we came as well. But yeah, as far as I know, the next door, what's connected to it, which is an estate agent's now, innit? That was this and that was a school at one time. But there was only a certain amount of pubs built for the people, so they could sneak in and talk about certain things, members of parliament or whatever, you know, things like that around here. But yeah, definitely it was a school back in the day. So that's crazy.
Okay.
And somebody else mentioned that in one of the comments as well. and it was a school. But you can see it if you look outside.
You can.
You can see it, because there wouldn't have been other things around here.
Yeah.
At the little corner shop next door. You know what I mean? Tesco's wouldn't have been round here. Round on there, it would have just been land behind it. So you can see where it would have been separated as one big building. It's crazy. It's crazy that. We'll walk through.
Yeah.
Get out of this
This room.
claustrophobic room. It's nice. So have you had these barrels moving across floor, yeah?
Yeah.
They're heavy as well then.
These.
Yeah.
And in fact, it happened about 3 weeks ago when the pub was open. Even customers could hear barrels.
You was going to ring me, weren't you? You told me the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So heavy as well. So that's some strong energy for them to be moving barrels. Why? Do you think it could have been because it's angry? Or he's just, like you said, he's just drunk?
Possibly. Unless that's Nigel that's been... How long ago did these move?
Probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
But they do get moved every week, and then we get fresh ones dropped every week.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Could be as if it's building energy up over a certain time. Well, that's mad for them to move them barrels. Because you lot struggled to move them, won't you?
Yeah. I flip them over and use my legs and roll them.
Can you imagine if it happened now?
No, don't. That's not.
I don't know why this name or word's been put in my head, but I know it's a pub. We're in a pub, and that's great. But I'm hearing someone call last orders, and they're actually saying last orders. I don't know if that means anything to you. Obviously, I know they say that in pubs. I don't know whether it was the name of the pub. I don't know whether it was the name of a drink.
I haven't said anything to him,
It used
seriously.
to be the last orders. Before it was called the Weaver's Rest, it was the last orders.
Okay.
Just for the record, before I actually told him about anything then, I didn't tell him where I was going to give him Pinterlee, and then said I'll meet you up here, and he was across the road at the church. That's mad that, because this pub actually was called the Last Orders back in the day.
Okay.
But
Brilliant.
before this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an old lady with us, very old lady. She's got a pinny on. She's very sophisticated. I don't know who this is. Got the name Mary. Do you know, this room in particular is a bit lighter than that room in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To you?
My headache's gone now.
Yeah. That is strange.
It is as if there's a really heavy... It's like you walked into a tunnel. Literally walked into a tunnel. When you go and do a cave and it gets really claustrophobic
Did
in that
somebody
room.
try and push your camera right around when you was walking back?
Yeah.
Last time you was here?
Yeah, but you saw it. I literally was fighting it for a second. I was fighting it. I was like, that's strong. It was weird because when I had the camera, I went for a turn round and it went... And I went, ugh, and pulled it back. I was like, what is going on? And then I put my camera there on the floor, and we had footsteps going around it, didn't we? And that was with the pumps on, so imagine if they were off, you'd have heard it a lot stronger. But yeah, it is weird. It is a very weird one. We was only here for a few hours, and getting all that already.
Interesting.
What's that? The cellar drop there?
Yeah, that's where they dropped the barrel. So that's downside of the pub.
Yeah, that's where we've parked, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this definitely feels lighter, this room. That's horrible in there. Do you think that wall's been put up? Because what's these here? You see these?
Yeah,
it's as if there's another
it was
room.
just like, if you like, mini tunnels. I don't know where they went, but they boarded them up a few years ago.
So actually little tunnels then?
Yeah, but I don't know where they go to, or
Yeah,
how
didn't it?
far they go.
So there's a place in St Helens around here called Crank Caverns, and I don't know if you believe stories or not, there was actually apparently little people that lived in them, and for hundreds of years people who was walking through these woods, they used to get them and kidnap them and do whatever they were and eat them and stuff, and nobody believed it until 4 kids went missing and one escaped and said little people had took my friends, and apparently the farmers pushed all the stuff in so they couldn't get out, so they were sealed up and stuff like that, but they still see monks and stuff. And there's 3 trees, and they've seen monks going past these trees, and they used to hang them on these trees, right? The rope burns are still there. But these tunnels led 75 miles to Wales, 70 miles to Liverpool, and then Atherton and everywhere, and they all led underground here, all the way around, so they could get out. And apparently there's a guy who got a pub in Wigan, and he's got a lake under his pub. So when he goes under his cellar and there's a door and he goes down the tunnels, he's got a massive underground lake in his pub. And he said they all connect, and that's how they used to get from Atherton to Lee to Tilsley, wherever they were going underground. So imagine all these little tunnels here. There could have been something. But even the pitmen, they were 300 foot deep, and even the pitmen used to experience paranormal activity. So does that mean they were digging near the tunnels, or, you know, so they went forever, them tunnels. That's maybe why it feels different in that room. Maybe somebody's guarding them tunnels or something, because it doesn't feel good, does it? Definitely feels different. There's some history.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you then? Was that your belly?
Yeah.
You pump?
It was.
Do you feel anything else in here?
Yeah, I'm going to come out. My chest feels really cold.
Now we're going back upstairs.
Yeah, come on then, yeah. Let's get out. Yeah. Do you know what? Walking up the stairs feels different. Do you know? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something before. Oh, go on, I won't actually. I'll let you do your things first. It feels different. Oh, this is mad. It's mad, isn't it? My camera won't focus. I think it won't focus on you at all. Every time I go away it focuses, every time I go on you it's like there's a big blur around you. That's weird, that. It's weird, isn't it? Have you got a loft as well?
It's there, but it's all drilled down and stuff.
Are they going to do all this up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what these rooms would have been. Look at the windows.
Very old, aren't they?
Yeah. When you look outside though, it just looks Tudor. It looks really Tudor. What's up with Red Lion?
It's been sold. Oh no, it's not been sold. No, it's not. It's just empty.
Chris in there, wasn't
They might have got $250,000 for it. Exactly.
This is going to sound weird, but as I've just looked outside, this road,
Yeah.
cobbled, you know, like Coronation Street's
Yeah.
cobbled,
Yeah.
that was all cobbled just then. And that was like a pristine colour, but
The obelisk.
yeah,
Obelisk.
that statue.
Yeah, I think it's called the
We'll
obelisk.
just call it obelisk, don't we? That's what the real word is for it.
Yeah.
But there was a young person, a young lad, I don't know how old, was stood looking up through this window, like waiting for someone to come out or come to the window because he wanted to speak to this person.
Well, like somebody used to live here and that person was like waiting for him to come out, like, hurry up, are you coming out? Oh.
So this would be the friend of someone that used to reside here or was here before.
Yeah.
That is very strange. It doesn't feel as heavy up here than it did downstairs. It's a bit lighter. lighter.
It's my pocket. Yeah, but I don't think that actual curve was there back in the day. The obelisk has been there for years, hasn't it?
Yes, obelisk.
Yeah,
Okay.
the obelisk, I don't even know what it's called.
Okay.
It burns up in here though.
It was.
You get hot in here.
It's always cold, this room though.
It's weird. You get
And
hot,
when
like
we
your
lived
ears
here
burn.
and Billy was in this room, we had the radiator and we also had little portable heaters as well. But it is a very cold flat anyway.
Yeah, to keep it warm.
Yeah.
I feel like your ears burn and they get red hot. As if somebody's like rubbing your ears like on fire. But it is a bit different.
I need to ask. Has anyone hung themselves in here?
I honestly don't know. There is a room here where somebody has so-called hung themselves, but it's not this room.
That's okay.
But they could have done, and I've not heard about it.
Yeah. Okay. So there was definitely a hanging in this building, but I'm not feeling like I said, in this room. It's not in this room. The energy level will be totally different. Saying downstairs, there's a lot more residual energy in this building than physical energy, spiritual energy. That is just because of what this was, what it is now. People today have left residual energy coming in and out.
Yeah.
As back in 1800, whatever this was before, spiritual energy, residual energy, the whole shebang. So there's more residual than active energy, but you have got the energies that are moving things as well. That's your active energies. I just heard a little boy laugh just down that corridor. Okay.
Go that way then, Jack.
Like it wants to play with something. Have you got anything up here that it wants to play with?
There's nothing really up here.
I've got a K2 in my bag
Okay.
with the lights on it. Should we get that out? See if it works.
I'll just sit here. What's that?
Any energy field that's around. So if there's any electrics that are going like crazy and stuff like that now it's stopped. Any spiritual energy, when they come through it, they can use this for the like. It's weird, isn't it? Like you'd usually get some off that because it's got electric.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there for a second. See if that's.
So there's a little bottle.
Are you getting a little child, yeah?
Yeah, little boy.
So if there is a little child in here with us, can you go over to the little device or the little machine I've got? It's like a toy. The closer you get to that green light, it'll go to red. The lights will change. It was weird how it started doing it as soon as I switched it on. You know what, it's mad then, I'm not lying, I sure I had a little kid giggle then. Just go, huh? But you can't, it could be outside, could it?
How many, like, what I don't know what we call them, clients, hunters, do you know how many you would see on a daily basis that would come to the door?
Oh, quite a few. Quite a few.
And is there any of them seen, heard, smelled, felt?
A few out, yeah. A few staff members. To be fair, I feel a bit funny in the ladies' toilets. I don't feel weird upstairs at all. The cellar, you can feel things down there. and then like this room, but only because something's happened in this room. No, I don't mean something's happened in this room. What happened was, this was my son's bedroom, and he got a phone call off one of his friends saying, "Are you okay?" And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, why? He said, "I've just walked past the pub and you look really, really sad in your bedroom window." He said, "I'm not even at the pub."
Yeah, look. It's flickering.
So this is why I'm saying, this is why I wanted to come to this room, because this is the room where more than one person has waved at somebody when there's been nobody here.
Wait, what did I say about
Yeah.
someone looking down, but looking out, but looking up to see?
Yeah. That's weird, that. As soon as you started mentioning it, the K2 started going.
Yeah,
Look.
there you go, I did it again then.
That only picks up energy, any energy that's around it. It won't pick up anything if there's no energy. It'll pick up like dodgy plug sockets or whatever, but...
I mean, to be fair, I've never been in this room. Obviously, it's my son's bedroom. I just like, very rare I walk down that little corridor, do you know what I mean? But 2 people have said they've waved at him and he's not actually been at home. There's been somebody in this window.
That'll be the boy. That'll be that boy.
That's
That'll be
crazy.
that boy.
That's crazy, that. How old this boy is, do you know? Around about what age?
Boy. 12, 13. Looks older than what he actually is. Like I look younger than what I am. I'm 28. Look at that.
Billy looks younger than he is.
Yeah. And you've been here for like 5 years, haven't you?
Can you describe what he looks like?
I've not visually seen him.
You're not
I've
visually
heard
seen
him, and I can smell him. He's it's got that. It's got a smell about him as well. When I see him, visually see him, like I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I'm just wondering whether he actually does look like Billy. Do you know what I mean? And it's him who they've seen and they've thought it was Billy.
Do you know what? That K2 never goes off. It doesn't. I literally used it. No, it goes off every now and again. If I'm communicating with spirits, it just doesn't ever go off. It doesn't go off in my house. It doesn't ever go off anywhere unless spirits are coming through. As soon as you mention that boy in that window, it just went mad. I've got another one. I've got another toy on the hall. Like if you touch the metal antenna, it makes a beeping noise. Now that would be interesting because that's only ever gone off twice, and that was in the asylum.
Oh, great.
I know.
I'm not here much longer anyway. I've only got another 8 weeks of being here.
Oh, that would be interesting. So you reckon you're seeing a boy stood outside, looking up at somebody? Yeah, that's very weird, that, isn't it?
Very interesting.
What's downstairs? Is that the function room?
We're above the function room, yeah. We'll go in there next if you want. Because I think you've had an experience driving past with that function room.
You know, it's mad how you said that, because when I actually stood across the road there, looked up at the window and took some pictures, and on the pictures there's a woman, an old woman with a bonnet on her head, looking that way, as if she's looking down the hall or looking down Atherton. You can literally see her side on. She's like just turned sideways, and you can see the bonnet on. You can look curly hair, little old face as well. You can see everything.
Right, so I'll show you the other room, what I was on about to you, and I'll get the cat out of the function room.
Get the cat out.
And then we'll go in there. But like I said, this is the only room whatsoever. Front room's fine, my bedroom's only bathroom if you want to go in there, where Tina was in the shower.
So have you ever had your hair pulled up here?
No, that was your Casey, I think, who that happened to. Was it?
Look at it, go in.
I do need to ask, did you meet your fiancée in this pub, at this pub?
Not far off. Literally about 100 feet down the road.
Okay. And
We used to come here though, yeah.
you came here multiple times, and you sat at a specific table. I can see that now.
It's good at saying anything.
And I'll try and point that table out downstairs as well. I don't think that table's actually there anymore.
It'll be interesting.
It really is interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting. Have you been sending him video footage from 15 years ago? Yeah, it does make sense, Jack.
Okay.
It very does.
I wasn't here 15 years ago, Chair.
No, you wasn't, was you? Well, that's interesting, that
I'm
is.
just going to get a photo.
There's loads of rooms in there. Feels like heavy. Feels like the heating's on.
It's fine.
It does actually feel like heating's on. Is the heating not on up here? No.
I will be back and just look at
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Might be. I don't know if it is or if it isn't.
Each floor has a different.
It's definitely a different feeling on
Very
each
weird.
floor.
This one makes me feel sick.
Really.
Like when you get like not nervous, but when you feel like you're gonna get food poisoning at the beginning of the food poisoning, you're like, oh, my stomach. It changes, and you can't breathe, can you?
Each room's it's not the same. It's just all it's different vibe. It's different energies on different levels. It's strange. I didn't realise it was such a big pub as well.
It's massive.
Like different.
It's massive. I told you when we was going. I said there's quite a lot in there. There's quite a lot of floors. I've never been up here. I've only ever seen like the function room.
This room's got an a strange feeling though. It's like I shouldn't be in here.
Do you not know where the guy hung himself?
This is what I've been
Why
told.
it feels sick.
And we was told that on the comments on the last time you was here. We was told that.
Is this why you store stuff in here? This is a
This-
sickly feel in this room.
This used to be the office. I never come in this room, but it's like my DJ store the stuff, and you know, if other pubs close down, they like kind of bring the stuff here.
This is like, honestly, as soon as I walked in, I felt sick. I just said to him,
Yeah,
I said,
I never come in this room.
it's sick in here. Like it feels claustrophobically
Yeah.
sick.
This man that hung himself wasn't old.
No, don't think he was. Don't think, when you say old, I don't think he was old. But it is sick.
Did anyone know his name by chance?
No, but I bet it's on that thread, you know, Jay.
It will be, I'll find it.
Because that's the right thing that somebody said on that thread.
Yeah. I heard that before though. I heard that somebody had actually like hung themselves before. Not hung themselves, but passed away in here. I don't know how they did it, with the suicide or what, but yeah, this room is like heavy, hot, heavy.
Interesting.
Makes you think where though.
Yeah,
Where?
probably front door.
Well,
Oh,
do you know what? It's mad how you said that, because what they usually tie a belt, don't they?
yeah.
Look at that little bit, like an actual little belt bit. Nothing else is. Nothing else is sweet.
Yeah,
And you've got the belt bit there.
That or in whatever, yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
Right, function room.
Oh, I forgot about all this. My camera's proper going blurry. Weird. Tries to focus a lot.
Energy's just gone. It's like nothing's here. It's like there's no energy here. It's like it's from that room to this room. There's just nothing, which is a good thing. But as I'm in here, there's obviously I can see it's a function room with most mental health. But the hustle and bustle, that the whole everyone getting together, families, parties, celebrations. I think it's seen a fair few. A fair few. And the residual energy I'm hearing and picking up on, there's been a fair few fights in here as well, I'm just going to put that out there. And I mean some fisting fights, to the point where police has probably been called. Does that make sense?
But what else do you do in here? What have you been doing? That's going mad, Luke.
Wow.
What else have you been doing in here? Have you been letting somebody box in here?
Yeah.
Like somebody like trained to box in here as well?
Awesome.
That was about 18 months ago, that.
That's going mad. That's going mad near you, that, Jack. It's as if it's all spirits around you, like. Yeah, very weird, isn't it?
I don't know why I'm seeing this, but for some reason, someone's seen orbs in the pub. I can't say who. I'll be able to tell you that hopefully soon if I get something, but don't say anything to me. But I'm sure someone's seen orbs, either with their eyes or on camera or something, and then they've gone to share it, I don't know, and then someone's turned around and said it's not orbs, it's dust, and it's like this whole big thing's turned out to be something that it shouldn't have been. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know
what you mean.
people mistake it as that.
Okay, interesting.
Look at that behind you. Seriously.
Every time I turn around it stops.
Yeah, it does.
There you go, it's going again. That is mad. Come on, that's weird. The cat's going now.
Yeah, cat's crying.
I thought that was a kid crying then.
No, it's cat crying.
My camera is just constantly not focusing. Every time I come on, it doesn't focus, and every time I go back to you, it goes out of focus. Like this, it's honestly, I'm not lying. It's as if something's following you around and it just stands in front of you, so I can't get focus on you. It's weird. Since you've been in the cellar. What's that? Cat?
I've got the name.
No, it's a bit urinal with men's careless, flushing water.
I forget Luke every time he goes near it, like.
Not that, is it?
Just a torch. He wouldn't go off unless you had some electronic device on you that was actually going. I've been near it with my phone's in my pocket, even though they're on airplane. It hasn't gone off.
Maureen, can you set this K2 off if this is you? Strange.
It's when you don't look at it. It's when you turn away and you're backing up to it, it comes on, and then when you look at it and ask a question or anything, it goes back off. Or even just look at it. Luke's not done it. He hasn't done it. If you turn your back to it now, walk towards it, when it went. They're weird, aren't they?
Strange.
I'd like that other one go off though.
Maureen?
Who's Maureen?
Strange, I don't know.
You don't know.
Just the names pop straight in and that's just... Strange. Okay.
It's weird.
Mm.
Because they don't really go off unless there is actually like electronic energy. That cat's seeing us now.
It cries all the time.
Yeah, we're like, I want to come out.
It's been real.
I know they ghost hunting, I want to come out. So what do you get in this room, Jack? What do you
It's
feel?
not, other than Maureen, it's not as active as the other rooms. The cellars are the worst rooms.
Yeah.
Ironically, cellars normally are, but for this pub itself, it's awful. It's like stepping into the gallows. It's like you feel that you're not going to come back out. This room, I think this is the room that's got the holding of the residual energy. This room's seen so many things, so many celebrations, fights. So I think this room in particular holds the residual energy that is seeping through the pub. There's nothing evil, there's nothing stuck in this room.
Basically just a room for events.
It's just a simple, normal room with residual energy that is imprinted in the walls. And it's a lovely room. Other than Maureen, I think Maureen's passing through. She's only small. I wouldn't say she's tall. I've just seen that boy just go past.
At the door.
The boy from the bedroom?
Yes. He's following us round. He looks older than his age, definitely, without a doubt. He's got a very, like a button nose, but it's a bit longer. He's got sort of pushed up cheeks. His eyes are a bit further apart than what they should be. And he's got slight bushy eyebrows as well. He had a black coat on. He had white shoes and grey sort of jeans.
Do you have a year? Around about like a year that he could be from? Just with the white jeans and the white
I'm going to
shoes.
say from at least 2000, 2001.
So not long ago then.
Long ago, no.
Mm.
I wonder if that's somebody who drank in here or...
So if a spirit passes away, Jack, can he go back to a child?
So if they pass as a child, so this is the thing between other mediums. Some mediums say that when a child like 10 passes, it stays as a child. Some other mediums say it grows up in spirit. But for myself, working with children and dealing with that sort of thing, it's they stay as they are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. Other mediums may say different, but that's okay. But for myself, children stay as children, babies stay as babies, adults stay as adults when they pass. I suppose it's more of a comfort thing for families, knowing that the child passed at like 8-year-old, and today they're 18, all grown up now. They're not. They were as they were when they passed.
Yeah.
But it brings them comfort, so I'm not to judge at
Yeah.
all. Not at all.
Do you think the child is? It's not starts. It hasn't even gone off until literally now. So do you think that child's come with somebody else, or do you think that child is already here?
That child is already here.
Around about 13, yeah.
12, 13.
Have to look at that.
Yeah.
Do you know if he passed away with disease or through hanging themselves, like, or is that a different spirit that's upstairs?
That's definitely totally different to what upstairs. That is completely different. This one, we'll hopefully get there tonight. I can't think on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the information at the moment, but hopefully it will come. As to why the child's here, how he passed, when he passed, what he passed with.
It's not long ago, that 2001, is that? Not long ago.
No, it's like 20 years, just over 20 years, isn't it?
Very interesting, that. Very.
But who owned the pub back then, you know?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to find out?
Yeah, of course we could.
I could find
As
out.
soon as we post some pictures tonight,
Yeah.
everybody will be all over it. Yeah, I heard that then.
It's just why
I've just got say's out the window outside, yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't like that room there? Yeah. And then the boy who's in Billy's bedroom up there is the boy who's down here with us now.
Yes.
We just
So we'll
followed.
see now if this boy follows us downstairs and if he's the one who plays with the toys.
Just come down this cellar with Jack. Just gonna have a little walk around and get a proper feel for it now. But it's nice to get some stories in then. Debbie telling us a few things, and then you obviously telling us a few things as well. So I definitely could feel a child out here. I could hear the little giggles as well before. We've heard them before, so. The door's closed. That wasn't closed before. It doesn't close on its own. That's the last time.
I can't remember if that were open or shut.
No, it was fully open before. That's still upstairs, that, guys. There's one tunnel. So there'd have been a tunnel over here. That's what she was mentioning. So this is the front of the pub, isn't it? This is the front of the pub. I'd have thought you'd have been there'd been a brick out where you could see through. Spider webs. Bloody hell, cobwebs on here. I'm sure it was cobwebs. Yeah, you can see them all. But yeah, that apparently down here, this is where they used to hang Catholic priests or bring them through. But I don't know if they killed them here, but I do know that when things were going on, like Oliver Cromwell days, they used to drag them straight through here and get them out of here because they was killing them at the time, weren't they? Yeah. Yeah, that's mad, look at that. Yeah, it's all been bricked up. But I reckon that there would have led straight into the church, that. 100%. You can feel it. Like this room isn't as heavy as that other room.
This
yeah.
room's alright. It's the next one.
It's different for sure. If we see if we can get the REM pod to go off, then that would be interesting. Let's have a little walk through. I'll have to turn the pump back on before I go, so the beer doesn't go stale. But this room, innit? It's in here. It's just this room. Yeah, that'd be very interesting if that went off. I do have a few other things. So what I did, Jack, I left the ball. I had an orange ball, and she was telling me about children. So I put the ball on the floor here, and it's gone, disappeared now. Obviously, somebody could have moved it, but you'd still think it'd be down here. Yeah, it's pumping out some electric there, isn't it? Bit noisy. Bit noisy though. But it'd be nice if the REM pod went off in here.
That'd be good.
So is that what you think, Jack? Do you think it's an alcoholic? Is that too bright? Sorry.
No, you're alright.
Is that too bright?
So the energy that was here, I think he enjoys being down here. It's dark, it's sort of out the way. I didn't say them. There's been a few falls down those stairs as well.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. So why is it, Jack, that spirits like dark rooms? It's very bright, that light, isn't it? Especially when you've travelled quite a while.
So spirits, there's no two ways. They like the day and they like the dark. Spirits exist in the day just as much as they do at night. The reason why we ghost hunt at night is because everything's quieter, there's less hustle and bustle,
Yep.
And things are easier to hear and see at night than in the day.
Yeah. Senses open up a bit more, don't they?
So, to answer your question, they don't. They exist in the day and in the night.
Just thought with people having like a lot of experiences, they get a lot of, like America, for instance. A lot of spirits are in the loft or the basement, aren't they, where it's dark and gloomy.
Yeah.
Is that just because they want to get out of the way from people until the right time, or, you know, it's very different,
There's
isn't
no specific reason. It's down to that individual spirit or spirits if they want to stay in the cellar, in the attic, in the bathroom.
Or this room.
Yeah.
Could be there's a lot of electric.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and that's what made me think that maybe last time that's where it was getting its energy from. It was pulling it from all this electric. And that's why it's so strong down here.
Absolutely. But the reason for Nigel staying down here is because it is out of the way.
Yep.
It's quiet. It's, you know, he can be alone.
Yeah, can be, that's it.
as opposed to people being upstairs and people walking all over him and stuff like that. So yeah, he's happy down here, but he is awful. He's an awful man, very drunk, very belligerent, very he's not one to be.
What about the children's spirits? Do you think they come down here and charve him? Sometimes, do you maybe think that'd be
I think what one of the spirit children, because there's two actually, one of the spirit children that do come down here do it to wind him up.
Yeah.
Basically.
I can imagine that, yeah.
Because to them it's funny.
Yeah. Well, I've heard the spirit myself, the little child spirit down here. So yeah, I can imagine that. Well, if I was a child and there was somebody down here, I'd be like, let's go down and get him. He's angry. Let's go and wind him up. So yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there is a lot of electric being pumped and a lot of noises, isn't there?
There is.
A shame, really. But there's a
I'm sure I've just heard.
I can hear a man talking or somebody talking.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure I've just heard the word monk. M-O-N-K.
What? That's what I thought I heard. Somebody say something monk.
Yeah.
That's really weird, that. Wonder what that'd have been. Like a fire or something. Are you hearing that? Is that somebody upstairs or is that actually... Because it's really hard with that noise going on, but...
I think that may be someone upstairs.
Pepsi Max. Last orders. What you was talking about before? That's crazy. That's crazy. Give a little walk through, Jack.
Yeah, let's have a
Let's get out of this room. I'll just turn off. That's too bloody loud. Just gives me clarification. I'd really like that if it went off. Yeah, every time it gets to you, it's like a blur, you know. Sometimes it goes clear, but it blurs. Very weird. Interesting. Close this door. Get quieter. Now, here, last time I came here, I was talking and Kath was walking out the room, and as soon as I went like that, it was in my camera, went... I was fighting it. I was like, wow, that's really, really strong. Literally fighting it here.
Wow.
I hope that door would be really nice if that door opened and somebody walked in with us and was like, right, I'm here, what have you got to ask me? That'd be really nice, that. So last time you was in this room, you said it was very, not as bad. Yeah,
this room in particular is not as bad. It's still got some energy about it. I honestly feel when it first became a pub that there'd be two men, male, sitting down here, drunk. That may make sense then with Nigel. Two drunk males sitting, and I'm going to specifically say in this corner,
Yeah.
on a ready done, just a collapsible whatever table, sitting, drinking, smoking, arguing with each other, playing cards, because when we were upstairs I heard someone shout snap.
Snap? That's a well-known game around here, that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snap, yeah.
Two men. I feel like I need to spit. It's awful to do that, but that's the energy I'm picking up on. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I can get the other man's name, but definitely one of them is Nigel. So Nigel and the gentleman are sat drinking, smoking, swearing, shouting at each other, whilst the pub is in full flow upstairs.
Like a little secret room to get away. Like, come down here instead of being up there, it's too noisy. Let's come play some cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can imagine, because the barrel shaft is right there behind you.
And I wonder, yeah. And I wonder if it was them two messing with these, as if like they were playing some form of garden lawn game.
Yeah, or moving them to sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does make sense, that.
Chris. The name Chris has just come through. I don't know whether that's the gentleman that was sat playing with Nigel. I don't know, but Christopher has just come through. Christopher. I do actually feel these have been put in fairly recently,
They do look like it, yeah.
and I mean pretty recently as well.
What could be behind that?
Oh, spider! If you put your hand, you can feel breeze coming through that.
Well, we're below ground level now, so yeah, so that could literally lead to another tunnel.
I wonder. Yeah.
I'd love to knock it out and just have a quick look while she's getting rid of the pup.
Great that.
It is very interesting because there's wires that run through. There's actually wires that run through there. So if they was to get to them wires, how would they get to them?
That's interesting. Yeah, actually, yeah.
You know.
Do you want to turn the lights off?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Let me figure it out. There's one light. Oh. Should we put night? Are you all right in the dark? Should we put night vision on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's emergency light. That.
I want to say that these two gentlemen are playing dominoes
Yep, that's a good.
as well as cards. There's an explosion. I've just heard an explosion. I don't know if it's 1910. And I feel like the majority of the people that worked there lost their life.
Yeah. Pit disaster. Yeah, there's a big pit disaster. This town's well known for its pit disaster called Pretoria Pits, and in 1910 they lost over 344 boys and men in one of the UK's. I think it was the second biggest disaster in the UK. What the hell was that? Was that upstairs? That?
I'm not actually sure.
It sounded like a piece of wood. It sounded like it was knocking on this wood over here. Like this.
In fact,
See, it did sound like that, didn't it? As if it was onto something. Yeah, it was like that then. Like dum dum.
interesting.
It's a bit hard just because there might be a couple of people upstairs. There's only 2 men upstairs though, isn't there? So the pub's pretty much closed now. There's only them 2 in now. But still, that's very interesting how you said that. They could be playing dominoes because dominoes and snap here was a big games. They used to have working men's clubs, and they used to do darts and dominoes nights around here. You know, like the pitmen. That's what they used to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something.
There's a man stood in that corner tapping on them canisters.
Yeah, the barrels.
And again, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's very weird. Can you tap a bit louder for us? So every little machine that has lights on it won't hurt you. But if I put it on and you come close to it, it can change colour. And that's something in there then. On the stairs then.
Oh yeah.
Did it sound like something tapped on the stairs?
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, it's going now.
Nigel.
Yeah, did you hear that then?
Yes.
Somebody's feet stood there.
Yeah. Nigel. My name's Jag.
I'm getting that with my throat.
Trying to clear.
Like you've inhaled pepper. Like it's just burned your throat, like you're trying to get it up, yeah.
It's like he's here, his energy, but I can't see him. He's like is invisible. So I can't explain that. Is here. Nigel, if you're here, can you just turn the lights up on that? There we go.
Jack. Already.
Brilliant.
That's amazing.
So Nigel, my name's Jack. This is Jay.
Hi, Nigel.
And we've just come to hear your story. If you could just tell me a bit about yourself, who you were as a person, what you did, how you died, why you're still here, then we can tell the landlady.
Jack, the door just opened on its own. Did you hear the door creak?
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure I did.
Right, don't mind me. I've got a little device with an aerial on it, and I'm just going to put it at the door where I just heard you. If you want to stand next to it, it makes a beeping noise, just like that.
I'm sure that went off when you...
It did. That's never. It doesn't do that, honestly, because that's why I use them, because they only go off them if something is really good, like there. They don't really. What happens with me when I feel things? My eyes start to water. I get the watery eyes. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's really weird. I've had that since a child.
Okay.
So as soon as I feel spirits or something's around me, my eyes start streaming. But that was going off then.
Nigel, Jay's put a device on the floor. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, you can go ahead and touch it. You don't have to if you don't want. You can do something else, throw something, knock on something, make a tap. I mean, I know you're here, but for people at home and for Jay, can you try and do something? Moan, groan, sing, whistle. Can you copy me? Can you bang on it?
It's outside that door, you know.
Can you bang on one of these drums? Yeah, that room doesn't look too appealing actually.
It's.
Was that me?
No, because you'd literally been closer to it than that, and then walked away from it.
Okay.
You were stood next to it, and as soon as you walked away, go on, keep going. See?
Yeah, I was
He was there.
there when it went off. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that room doesn't look nice at all. In fact, that's got an eerie feeling
Then this one now.
than that one now. And I actually think Nigel's moved. I wonder if that went off because
Nigel went through.
Nigel's gone through.
So maybe that. Yeah. Maybe they can still use the tunnels.
Possibility. More than likely, yeah.
Let's go in.
Excellent. Nigel, can you just turn the K2 meter up? Can you just turn the K2 meter up just so we know you've moved rooms? You could just do it just the once, a flicker or a tap, whatever you want to do. Just so people at home... There we go. Okay, brilliant. That's great. Thank you.
Shall we follow?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go in the next room then. We'll leave. Yeah, we'll take. If you wanna hold the K2 meter, then go on. I'll follow you in. And then we'll leave that there because if he passes from room to room, possibly could. Yeah, we're getting a little bit darker now, aren't we? Is he flashing?
Yeah.
What is that? Did you hear the footsteps?
I'm sure. Yes.
You can hear him again? That's upstairs, but you could hear the footsteps. As if it was shuffling. What's that tapping? Yeah, there's some really, really creepy noises going on in here. It's very weird, that.
That is bizarre.
You could hear the
Because
tap
there's
of
different
drinking
noises.
and
It's, yeah.
Nigel, have you possibly come into this room with us? What is going on?
There's that many noises, it's hard to distinguish what's what. Well, what we can say is it's definitely definitely a very active pub, without a doubt.
See that? No, that is going off mental. I don't understand that. It could be wire. Could it be wires? You've got to be a certain distance between them, sure. We should be feeling that.
I'm actually feeling quite dizzy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you should be feeling that now if that was... Whoa.
Very.
Jack, I'm not lying. I sure saw somebody sat there with a white, as if a white silhouette person. Like, as if it was just a person sat down with like a white grey tracksuit on. But...
God.
What was that then? I was in that back room.
Sat there?
Yeah, sat right there. I looked to my side when I came downstairs before when I closed that door. I walked in here and I thought, did I just see somebody sat down there? I thought, nah, just leave it at that and keep going. And as soon as I turned that way then, and you had the K2 up there, I looked and I thought, I see somebody sat down. I put my camera to it and there was nobody sat there. There was nobody sat there. Very weird.
That is mad.
I'm trying to zoom in on something that's there, but there's nothing there now. It was like a white mist. Like sat. And that kid giggling again. Yeah, you can hear that kid again then. It's like inside that coal bunker now, it gets whiter as if there's a mist. If that barrel moved, I'd be like, wow. Yeah, like the headache, the feeling of the headache now has come into this room. I don't get the headache in that room. I get it here now, like as if it's in this room again now. Like you're burning up, my ears start burning and everything.
Okay.
Really weird. I've got a jacket on and that I know, but it's not that hot here. K2's going mad. I see it going flashing in here. Oh, let's stand in here. Let's just get in. Out the way. I feel sick, me.
Really?
Yeah, weird. It's really weird. Like I said, like a food poisoning. It comes like a sickly feeling and then it just disappears as if I'm empty and hungry and I'm not hungry. It's like oh, I'm gonna be sick, me, and then it just boom vanishes. Like I said, when you've had something wrong and you go, oh God, that wave that comes over you, it's like a wave of sickness and then it disappears and then I get really hot in my ears. It's really weird. But then I've heard that little kid again, like giggling. Like it's as if I can actually hear that kid giggling, but it's not a big giggle, it's just a it's weird, Luke. I can hear a kid. Seriously, I can hear it with my own ears, a kid actually talking or giggling or as if... Do you know what it reminds me of in here? This is very weird, right? A classroom.
Okay.
Like it feels to me as if there's a classroom. You know when your mate's giggling over side the classroom because one of you's farted. I can hear that giggle going, like as if they're smoking, like.
Okay.
And then it stops.
That's very strange. I wonder because I'm picking up on a nun. So if this was a school beforehand, I wonder if it was way back, was ran or run by nuns. That is something you'll have to check out.
Could be. So I reckon this building's about 300 year old, 400 year old nearly. So if there was nuns back then, wouldn't they have kept priests as well and had their children down here? Or
Possibly.
you never know, do you?
No, I mean,
What
the research.
the fuck is that?
Would be good to look at, would be great.
But remember, there's only 2 people in this pub now, and the landlady and the bar lady. It's pretty quiet now. That's them upstairs, I think.
Hello?
Yeah, somebody here.
Hello?
I get that tapping. Like a with the nails,
Okay.
the fingers. Just over there in the corner, like we could hear like tapping.
Definitely, it's this room in particular is not as, the energy feeling is not as bad as it was before.
What's that over there though? What's them? That's not though.
Yeah, I can hear that.
If there's somebody stood in that corner, can you tap in the barrel for me? That could be them walking, but whatever's on that floor there is not. I don't know, no. We got that kid again.
Possibly.
Wow, I can hear a kid.
What's it saying?
Nothing, just laughing.
Yeah, it is, it's tapping the corner.
I can hear it, yeah. It's just laughing as if it's just, you can't see me, but I can do this, there. You know, like laughing at me. I can feel it, I can hear it giggling, like, not a lot, just as if a wave passes through me and I can hear it going, it's like, did you hear that then as well? It's very weird, isn't it? There's a lot of little tapping noises, but I could be coming from upstairs. That. Nigel, have you come in this room with us? Can you make a louder tap? What is going on? That was over there. That was the loudest tap I've heard. That then. That was mega loud. Yeah, right there. Yeah, like you just pointed there.
I'm actually sure there was movement on the stairs. Just a minute before that, just after that tap.
Now I'm getting tingly on my body as in my ears are standing up on end. You get that, like your ears stand up. I get that, and getting that right now as if there's a cold breeze and not a warm one anymore. I'm feeling really weird. I feel really tingly.
It's feeling tingly.
Like static, but it's like my ears on my belly are sticking up. The ears all over my belly and my chest are like sticking up, like. There is something around, Jack.
I have just heard footsteps in there. I don't know if that was upstairs, but it wasn't.
That's in there. Is there somebody in there? you like us being in this room? Is this a room you feel more comfortable in? Yeah. Yeah, that was outside the door then. You can obviously hear the creaks upstairs, but there's ones down here that you can hear.
Yeah. Nigel, was this your happy place, being in this specific room that we're in now, the one that you've just drawn us back into without us even thinking about it? I mean...
Nigel, do you reckon you could beat me at a game of dominoes? I'm pretty good at dominoes. I was taught by an old pitman. Yeah, I heard that.
I have just heard someone say, I'm ready for a beer. I'm ready, ready, ready. I'm ready, ready, ready. Well, we're in the right place.
Sure, plenty of barrels.
My headache's back. I'm seeing... What was that?
Like being watched in the corners.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm walking into something that I should not walked into right now.
Like we shouldn't be here.
Like, they wanted us in here, now they're like, so what are you going to do now? You're in here now. And now it's like, you wanted this to happen, now what? And it's like, trying to find where it is at.
My head's banging.
You what? The toilet.
That might be bathroom.
Yeah, I think it is. Very weird down here though.
It is bizarre. It is.
It has a feeling.
There's noises, and we can hear them clearly, and we know it's the energy's down here, but because there's noises upstairs, it's sort of what is that? It's like sort of messing with your head, thinking it's upstairs, but it isn't. And we know it's down here.
It's trying to make you think it's something else when it isn't.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's that.
We really hope that was
That sounded like a pump, but I've switched the pumps off now. Just the coolers on. Would you like to try and move one of these barrels again? Or... What's going on?
There's barrels in there.
Right, you stay there.
Uh-huh.
I'll stay over here. So my friend's in that room now. Could you try and move something in that room? What, my God, is going on here? Is that you doing that, or is that the machine? Alright, if that's you doing that, throw the thing off the top of the machine.
Do you think it's the man that Nigel was playing with? Oh my gosh.
That is going crazy. I do feel like there's a little boy, for some reason, I don't know why, but I just keep getting this picture, and I'm no medium. I just keep getting a picture of a little boy and a man telling him to do something and laughing,
Okay.
saying, do this, and they'll think it's over there, and then when you fly over there, they'll do it over there.
Right.
As if he's telling them what to do. Why is that going absolutely nuts?
That is crazy.
I'm curious to what that room was. Feared it felt like it got a lot lighter.
There you go.
Like, no, it's cold now. My ear's not burning. It's really weird, that. It'd be even weirder if there were no one in here when that was happening. Yeah, that would be freaky, but yeah, I definitely felt like somebody walking down the steps before.
Absolutely.
It was as if residual. You could actually hear the steps creaking as they felt like there was walking down. But it was as if they was on 3 steps up and not all the way to the top. Do you know, like, stood there watching, like, right, I'll walk down now and go to the next room. Why does this keep going off like this? Stop. Gone. Gone.
Are you wanting us to sort of just move on out of your way? Are you able to flash the lights? Because I'm hearing you say move, move, move. But move what? Move us? Move these cans?
Like we're in his way. Yeah.
Like in his space.
That's what I mean. It's like somebody said, look, you go down there and move them barrels and get these barrels sliding. We're just in his way now. Kind of feels like that.
Let's head upstairs. I think a lot more awaits us upstairs.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's head upstairs and see what comes through.
Come on, let's go then.
Brilliant.
That the room where the guy killed himself. Oh, it smells.
Wow. I'm not going to lie, that smell, I didn't smell that smell when we were in here a bit ago.
It does smell like death.
It does actually, that's a bit...
It smells like a bit of death, doesn't it?
It didn't smell like this at all when we came in.
No, it didn't. It's really weird.
That is bizarre.
It actually smelled like somebody had been here for a few days.
God, yeah, it does, dear.
Yeah, very weird. It don't smell like damp, it does smell like death though, doesn't it? Someone whistling?
Yeah. Hello? Can you copy me?
You hear that growl? Like a growl and then a whistle.
Yeah.
I heard and then...
Can you do that again?
Yeah.
Oh no! Did you hear that?
Yeah, clear as day I did, yeah. Go on, let's follow it. That sounded like...
Oh my god.
It was in that room again.
This...
Yeah, over there.
Which spirit was that? Malcolm. I've got the name Malcolm. Malcolm. An old man. He's wearing a cap. He's got a waistcoat on. Very traditional man. He passed during coronavirus. He passed with COVID. Malcolm used to come here.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
A lot of people passed in COVID, and a lot of people who used to come here did actually pass away.
Oh.
Like, I know a few people who used to come here as older people and passed away through COVID.
Definitely Malcolm.
I don't know if that was my belly or that was a grill right behind me.